Wolf Scouts for Activity 1, The Lone Wolf Story. Hemp Hill, Camino Real, Blanco Vista Elementary, and all others are welcome.
For more fun activities at home, visit our YouTube channel, Sacred Springs Scout Reach. Please join me in the Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Please join me in the Scout law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
A Scout is trustworthy. A Scout tells the truth. He is honest and he keeps his promises. People can depend on him. A Scout is trustworthy.
Show the Cub Scout sign. Tell what it means. Make the sign with your right hand. Hold your arm straight up. The two raised fingers stand for the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. The fingers look like the sharp ears of the wolf, ready to listen to a Kayla. Remember that a Kayla means good leader to a Cub Scout. Your mother or father or guardian is a Kayla. So is your Cub Master or your den leader. At school, your teacher is a Kayla.
The story of the Lone Wolf. Once upon a time, many, many years ago, a wolf cub lived in the forest near some tall mountains. This wolf cub belonged to a pack. Then one night there was a terrible storm. All of the wolves ran to seek shelter, but this wolf cub was not a fast runner. He became separated from the pack and was left behind in the woods. All of the trees began to look alike, and he did not know which way his friends had to run. The wolf cub lived by himself and felt very alone. One cool, dark night, he looked around and was surprised to see something shining at the top of a mountain. He decided to climb the mountain to find out where the light was coming from. As he climbed, he felt the light getting brighter. When he reached the top, he saw a campfire. He found light and warmth, and these made him happy. He let out a long howl to say, "Look at me here with this warm fire. Everyone is welcome to join me." As if by magic, a small pack of wolves appeared from the dark forest. They gathered around the fire. The lone wolf was so happy to see them that he let out a howl, and they all joined in as if in a song. Their song was a happy one. They howled and danced around the fire. This was the first campfire song. After their howling song, one of the wolves went to the center of their circle. He raised his paws and applauded with joy. He told his friends their song was fun. This was the first campfire cheer.
The lone wolf wanted to know where these wolves had come from. The pack was excited to tell their story, but their way of telling the lone cub their story was new to him. Each of the members of the pack acted out a part. The lone cub liked watching each of the wolves help tell their story. This new way to tell a story became known as a skit. In fact, he was so happy to watch their story that after the tale, he jumped up and did a flip. This was the first stunt ever to be performed at a campfire. When they asked the lone cub why he was alone, he told his story. He said he was sad to be alone. He told his new friends that his story had a happy ending since he had so much fun at their campfire. The wolves fell asleep until the sun tickled their noses to signal the morning. They gathered together and invited the lone wolf cub to join their pack. They all prepared to find their way down the mountain. The lone wolf stayed for a little longer, thinking about the fun night he had spent with his friends. He felt as if the campfire had been magical, and he did not want to lose that magic. He paused. Before leaving, he scooped up some of the cool ashes from the campfire and placed them carefully in his neckerchief. He tied a square knot in the neckerchief and put it around his neck. He thought, I will carry the spirit of the campfire with me always. The next time I have a campfire, I will put these ashes in it so that campfire will be full of this cheerful spirit. And then he ran away to join his new pack. And that is the legend of how the campfire tradition began. Did you notice what happened during the wolf campfire? The lone wolf called others to come to the campfire. Then the wolves sang, cheered, acted, and even did some stunts. The campfire ended with a story. Think about what you will need to do to prepare for a campfire with your den.
Requirement 1B. Play a game of Go Fish for tens. This is just like regular Go Fish, except the goal is to get 2 cards that add up to 10. Use a regular deck of cards, but take out all the tens and face cards. Aces count as 1. Start with 5 cards and put the extra cards face down on the table. If you have a pair of cards that adds up to 10, put them down in front of you. When it's your turn, ask one player for a card that you can add to one of the cards to make 10. If he has the card you asked for, put down the pair and take 1 card from the deck. If he doesn't have the card, take 1 card from the deck. Your turn is over when you can make no more pairs that add up to 10. The game ends when you run out of cards. You might need 2 decks of cards if there are more than 5 players. A scout is thrifty. If you don't have playing cards, you can make your own deck with index cards. Join us next time for Activity 2, Good Sportsmanship and Making a Ring Toss Game. If you are interested in joining a pack near you, visit beascout.scouting.org.